All right, guys. Today, let's see about the listening section 3, that is from question number 31 to 40. So, mostly the trickiest part of IELTS listening is listening section 3. Most of the students know, most of the students find it very difficult to solve the section 3 of the IELTS listening part. Okay, but it's very simple. You have to follow some very basic techniques to clear maximum questions in section 3. So, let's first see what type of questions will come, the how the section 3 will be, and then we will go on and do a paper. Okay, fine. So listening and section 3. First, you have to understand the listening section 3 will be, the audio will be based on the discussion. So discussion means, there will be definitely two or more people is going to be involved in listening section 3. Maximum times, not maximum, 99% of the time it will be related to an academic related discussion. Okay. So a student and a professor or two students, they will discuss or they will talk about a project or an assignment or their seminar, something related to that. Okay. So it will be based completely on academic related things. So there will be going to be two people involved. So maximum probability there will be a male voice and a female voice, so that it's very easy for you to understand, like identify and understand the voices. Okay. Then the possible type of questions here are multiple choice questions, definitely will be there, and the question size will be longer when compared to section 3. So you need more time to read the question. So while solving the section 3, the speed is one of the main factor that's going to decide your score. So you have to be very careful and read it fast as soon as you can. All right, fine. Now let's open the paper and do a sample test. Okay, fine. All right, fine. So this is the paper. Today we are going to solve it. So always, for both listening and reading, always be sure that you have to read the heading for every section. Okay. So here the heading is Holly's work placement tutorial. So it's based on Holly can be a person, it's apostrophe s, so you know that it's her or him. It can be a male or a female. So from the voice you can able to understand. Okay, work placement tutorial. Tutorial means something classes related to that. Okay, fine. And now you have to notice which two names are there. Definitely there will be two people going to talk about. So Holly is one person, you know that because from the heading you understood. Who is that another person who is going to talk? You can easily understand it from the question. For example, come to the question number 22. Which aspect of safety does Dr. Green emphasize the most? So from this question, you understood like the another person is going to be Dr. Green. So Holly and Dr. Green are the two people who are going to discuss or who are going to talk about something work placement related things here. Okay. So why I am specifically insisting on the name is the name plays a major role in identifying the answer. If the question has the name, for example, the 21st question, the question has the name, got the name Holly. So you don't need to listen, or you have to listen, but you don't need to give importance to the Dr. Green voice, because the answer is going to be come from her or his voice. Okay. So for question number 21, you should specifically focus on Holly's voice. Okay. And for question number 22, let's see which aspect of safety does Dr. Green emphasize most. So here the name is Dr. Green. So you have to mainly focus on his voice. Okay. Question number 23, and what does the Dr. Green say about the spectator? So here also the name is Dr. Green, so you have to give importance, or you have to carefully listen to the Dr. Green voice. And then question number 22, 24, sorry, for question number 24, there is no voice. So you have to like both listen to both. Okay. So why I am saying this is you have to give importance to the question. Sometimes maybe two people's names will be there in the same question, like what does both students agree? So what does Holly and Dr. Green agree? So what does Holly and Dr. Green think? Like that, in a single question will have both the names. In that point of view, read the options carefully, and then for a one particular option both will support. So you have to find out which particular options both the two people are supporting. That's going to be the answer. Okay. Here in this part there is no such questions, but probably it will come. Like what does both students like agree with the point, or what does both students predicted, something related. Okay, fine. And then carefully give importance to the question, not for the options. Okay, give more not you have to give importance to the options as well, but you have to give more importance to the given question. Okay, Holly has chosen the Orient Stadium placement. So here she has chosen that particular stadium, something related to this, because means reason why she has chosen that particular question. Because means she is going to tell one particular reason for her. Option A is it involves children, maybe like he has to deal with the children's or kids or underage, under 5 years or under 10 years. If she is telling this is the reason why I am choosing this, then this is going to be the answer. Option B is it is outdoors. Outdoors means open air conditions, not like covered with roof and so those things. Okay. So if he is telling like I have chosen this stadium because I really like the see the sky, or I really like to get the sunlight, something related to that. Outdoor. Okay. And then it sounds like fun. She feels it's like entertaining or something. She enjoy a lot. It has some funny elements. So what she is telling, okay, the reason you have to mainly focus on that. Okay. The second question number 22 is which aspect of safety does Dr. Green emphasize most? Emphasize means give special importance. In Tamil, you can normally we used to tell like valiyuruthurathu. Okay, so that's emphasize. Emphasize means giving a specific importance or special importance. So like the Dr. Green is giving a special importance, more special importance to some aspect of safety. Which is that is the question, which aspect of safety he is giving importance. Okay, A option, what's the A option? Ensuring. Ensuring means confirming or make sure or checking. Children stay in the stadium. Children's வந்து ஸ்டேடியம்ல like stay பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Whether they are like inside the stadium. If he is telling, that's the answer. B option, what's the B option? Checking the equipment children will use. Checking means like the equipment, maybe this, since it is related to stadium, it can be a sports equipment or something related things. Whether he is telling like this is the most important thing, that's going to be the answer. And option C, removing the obstacles. Obstacles means disturbances, like physical disturbances. So where he's telling like removing the obstacles in the changing rooms, maybe dress changing rooms, where it is. So what point does the Dr. Green most specifically mentioning about the safety? That is the question. Question number 23 is what does Dr. Green say about the spectators? Spectators means visitors. Okay, the people who come to see. So here it's related to the stadium. So most probably it will be the audience. Okay. So what he is mentioning about the spectators, they can be hard to manage. Hard means difficult. They are difficult to handle, something related things. Or else they make useful volunteers. So volunteers means the people who are interested in helping out without expecting anything. That is volunteering. So like whether the spectators are like help them a lot. If he is telling, that's going to be the answer. And then they should not take photographs. The cameras are not allowed, or they are not like permitted to take videos or photos of the participants. Maybe since it is related to the stadium, it can be something like that. So what does Dr. Green? So you have to focus on his voice. And then question number 24, what has affected the schedule in the past? Maybe previous years or last year, something has created some problems. What is that? A option is bad weather, maybe rainy or winter or hot sun. Whether he like it's they are mentioning about weather conditions, it's going to be the answer. Option B is injury. Maybe someone got leg injury or hand injury, something related things. And then extra time. Extra time is like they took more time than they have planned, something like that. Okay, what is they telling? Okay, so this is how you have to give you like read the questions very quickly. You should not take a long time, and then you have to listen to the audio. Fine. So you, like, from these questions, you really understood that you need more time to read the question. So how you can earn time? You should earn time, right? So after every sections, you got 30 seconds to check your answers for each part in listening. Okay. But there is no point in checking the answers because you are not going to listen to the recording again. So to like use the 30 seconds time like for reading the next section questions. Okay, don't waste time on checking the answers. Okay, it's not point. All right, so use that particular 30 seconds time. So after section 2 you will get 30 seconds, come for the section 2 and read the question. Okay, and after section 3 you will get 30 seconds time, go for the section 4 and read the questions. Even though if you miss some questions, you got 10 minutes at the end, you can think and plan something and write it. Okay, so don't waste time on checking the answers in the 30 seconds question. All right, fine. So the 21st question is, why the Holy has chosen this stadium? And question number 22 is, Dr. Green like specifically mentioning something. Question number 23, the visitors or the audiences, what does the Dr. Green say about them? And question number 24, the last year or previous year, something has happened, something has created the problem. What is that? Okay, fine. Now let me play the audio. Let's do it together. Just note down the answers by looking at the questions. Okay, let's start. Okay, your full focus should be on the audio. You should not have any distractions while doing, specifically while doing the section 4. Okay, let's start.
Part 3. You will hear Holly, a student on an events management course, talking to her tutor about her work placement. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 24. Questions 21 to 24.
Hello, Dr. Green. I'm here to talk to you about my work placement.
Oh, yes, it's Holly, isn't it?
Yes,
So, which work placement have you chosen?
I decided to go for the Orion Stadium placement. The event I'll be managing is one where I'm helping to set up a sports competition for primary school children.
Yep, that's always a popular placement, even though it can be tougher than you think, working with children.
I know, but it's the fresh air that attracts me. Organising something indoors doesn't have the same appeal, even though it might be fun.
OK, so obviously safety is going to be one of your key concerns for this event?
Yes, I've already thought about that. I'll need to make sure none of the equipment's damaged.
Ah, well, you'll be working with schools, so the equipment will be their responsibility. However, the grounds and what goes on there will be yours.
Oh, I see. That'll include keeping everyone within the boundary once they're in their kit and on the field?
Exactly. You'll need to inspect areas like changing rooms as well, for anything someone can trip over, but your main priority will be not to lose anyone.
Right. I'll need staff to help with that.
And don't forget about the spectators.
I was thinking that many of them will be parents who could help run the event.
I wouldn't rely on that. They'll be more interested in filming their children than volunteering.
I'll need to make sure they don't interfere with events doing that.
And that's not always easy, especially when a proud parent's trying to get a snap of their child and you want them to move elsewhere.
OK. What about the scheduling?
With sporting events, there are all sorts of things that can alter the timetable, like rain, for instance, though so far we've always been lucky with that.
Yeah, and I was thinking about what to do if someone got hurt as well. I know that last year that caused a terrible delay.
You have to be prepared for such things.
Oh, what if a match ends in a draw? Do you let the teams keep going until someone wins?
That'll be up to you. And again, you need to plan for it.
Right.
All right. So you just listen to the audio. So I hope you have guessed some answers. So now let's check it out. All right. So from the audio, you could able to understand that Holly is a female. She is a student. And the Dr. Green something, he may be a professor or lecturer or something. Okay. Now, 21st question. Now let's go and check it out. So what does the Holy is saying as a reason for that? Okay. So let me play the audio. You have to mainly focus on the female voice. Okay, let's check it out.
And answer questions 21 to 24.
Hello, Dr. Green. I'm here to talk to you about my work placement.
Oh, yes, it's Holly, isn't it?
Yes,
So, which work placement have you chosen?
I decided to go for the Orion Stadium placement. The event I'll be managing is one where I'm helping to set up a sports competition for primary school children.
Yep, that's always a popular placement, even though it can be tougher than you think, working with children.
I know, but it's the fresh air that attracts me.
All right. So the professor mentioned it's very tough working with children. So, but she said I know, but the fresh air that attracts me. So she's really like the fresh air, getting fresh air. Okay. So what's going to be the answer? Definitely not A. It can B or C. But fresh air means it's definitely an outdoor activity. So B is the answer. So let me play the part again.
Can be tougher than you think, working with children.
I know, but it's the fresh air that attracts me. Or
So there's a fresh air that attracts me. She really love the fresh air. Okay. No. Okay. So for this particular question, you should focus on her voice. That's it. Okay. So every question there will be a name. So give importance to the particular voice. Okay. Now, second question, Dr. Green, she is specifically mentioning something. What is that? That's the question. Okay. Let's see the answers.
organising something indoors doesn't have the same appeal, even though it might be fun.
OK, so obviously safety is going to be one of your key concerns for this event?
Yes, I've already thought about that. I'll need to make sure none of the equipment's damaged.
Ah, well, you'll be working with schools, so the equipment will be their responsibility.
So first they are talking about the equipment. She's telling that she has to take care of the equipment. But the Dr. Green, the question is about Dr. Green. Dr. Green said it's the school's responsibility, so no need to worry about that. So she is not specifically mentioning, okay, specially mentioning that. So B is not the answer. Now let's check it the balance to options.
However, the grounds and what goes on there will be yours.
Oh, I see. That'll include keeping everyone within the boundary once they're in their kit and on the field?
Exactly.
So ground and it's all your responsibility. He's telling something and keeping everyone. She's asking, keeping everyone within the boundary. Boundary means a border, something inside the stadium or something. Keeping everyone inside the boundary. And she's asking. So he's telling exactly, but he's not specifically telling it's most important. Okay, let's check whether he is what option he's mentioning. Your you should give more importance to that. Okay, let's check it out.
You'll need to inspect areas like changing rooms as well, for anything someone can trip over, but your main priority will be not to lose anyone.
So your main priority should be not to lose anyone. So you should not let anyone go out. Okay. So that is the question. So that is why the answer is option B. The children should stay inside the stadium, not go out. Okay. Fine. So question number 23 is what does Dr. Green say about the spectators? What he is telling. Okay. Let's check it out.
Right. I'll need staff to help with that.
And don't forget about the spectators.
I was thinking that many of them will be parents who could help run the event.
I wouldn't rely on that. They'll be more interested in filming their children than volunteering.
They are talking about spectators and he's telling most of them will be parents, but what is the point he makes is they won't help. Okay, that is the he's telling they will be most interested in taking the children's photographs, while their children are participating they will be picturing them. Okay, but so they won't help. That's the point they are making. So B option will not be the answer. And what's the C option? They should not take photographs. But they can take photographs because he is mentioning they will be busy in taking the photographs, right? So C is no. no, is like C is not going to be the answer. So the answer is option A. Let's check it out whether what they are telling. Okay.
I'll need to make sure they don't interfere with events doing that.
And that's not always easy.
So I'm going to like take care that they don't interfere. Interfere means like coming inside or like disturbing. That is interference. Okay. So they don't interfere. She is asking. They should not interfere. And he is telling that is not always easy. If it's something not easy means it's very difficult. That is hard. Okay. So option A is the answer. And now question number 24. Something has affected the events like in the past or previous years, something related to that. Let's check it out. What they are telling.
Especially when a proud parent's trying to get a snap of their child and you want them to move elsewhere.
Okay. What about the scheduling?
With sporting events, there are all sorts of things that can alter the timetable, like rain, for instance, though so far we've always been lucky with that.
So that she's asking about scheduling, but she's like he's telling like we have maybe may have some problem with rains, but we are so far lucky with that. So far lucky with that means it doesn't affected them till now. Okay, so weather condition is not going to be the answer, but because he is telling like it's not affecting them. So A will not be the answer, and now let's check it out. B and C. Okay.
Yeah, and I was thinking about what to do if someone got hurt as well. I know that last year that caused a terrible delay.
You have to be prepared for such things.
Oh,
So last year, like a person got hurt, so it caused a terrible delay. Delay means late. Okay, so someone got hurt, so the overall the schedule got delayed. So that is schedule is affected. So hurt means like injury, maybe during the play or something. Okay, so B is the answer. Okay, so this is how for section 3 you have to approach the multiple choice questions. You have to give full focus on the audio. You like looking at around. You should not do those sort of things, especially for the whole listening period of time. Specifically, section 3, you can easily and like get more marks while scoring this. All right, fine. So practice is the main key to get IELTS high band. Okay, you have to practice everything like 10 or 20 papers in section 3. You can easily get high band in section 3. All right. So keep on practicing. All the best and thank you so much.